Good morning from Mammoth Cave National Park. It is Wednesday, November 18th. Got 3 days off from work and I decided to use part of my time to come here for an overnight backpacking trip. I got a 35-mile loop planned. I'm currently at the Maple Springs Trailhead parking lot. Can't wait, had a beautiful sunrise drive. Come along with me. Day's one route had me traveling along a plethora of trails starting from the Maple Springs Trailhead parking lot. I spent time along the Sal Hollow Trail, Buffalo Creek Trail, Wet Prong Trail, McCoy Hollow Trail, and the First Creek Trail before arriving 19 miles later at the First Creek Lake Campsite number 2. Alright, so I'm already 3 miles in for today, and one of the things I wanted to say is one of the reasons, my primary motivations for wanting to come out to Mammoth Cave for a backpacking trip is that I grew up in Greensburg, Kentucky. If you don't know where that is, I'll throw a map of the state to show it right there. But Greensburg is only an hour away from Mammoth Cave. And now that I'm a little bit older, hopefully teeny bit wiser, I've noticed how naive I was, not realizing that I have a cool spot for hiking and exploring basically in my family's backyard. So decided to come out and see what it's like visiting family, doing some hiking. Now here's something. Let's take a closer look. Man, this McCoy Hollow Trail has been surprisingly technical and surprisingly beautiful. All kinds of these geological features that are kind of like the gorge, but without all the rhododendron. Been walking on top of the ridge overlooking the green for a while. Shimmering down there is the Green River. Alright, we made it to First Creek Campsite B for our home. See what it looks like. Got ourselves a tent pad, place to hang a lantern, nice fire ring. I guess First Creek Lake is right there, but it's awfully low. Let's hope we can find some water. Alright, it is just after 3 p.m. Central Time when I got to this campsite. I think I hiked just over 19 miles. I'll put the stats right below, right here on the screen, which means I did 19 miles in just under 9 hours, which is maybe a personal best, but just some quick initial thoughts. Great day, weather was amazing. The trail conditions were great for the most part. There was more challenge than I thought there was going to be. That McCoy Hollow Trail was surprisingly difficult with some climbs and some uneven terrain, but man, nobody talks about the trails out here at Mammoth Cave. They're freaking awesome, so highly, highly recommend it. Let's get camp set up, get some food, maybe even a fire. Okay, we got Camp set up, clothes are drying, water has been gathered, wood has been collected and separated, fire is going. Cannot believe that. I'm usually stinking it at fires. Overall, what an absolutely wonderful day. Despite some of the difficulty and having some pain in my feet again, just lovely to be, I guess you could call this my homeland. I mean, I know I'm from Kentucky, but there's just something different about being this close to home where I just feel like this place belongs, you know, I belong to this place. So anyways, we're gonna cook some food, hopefully keep stoking this fire, have some warmth, read some poetry or something, and have a good night. We'll see you in a bit. Tonight's dinner choice is Nong Shim ramen, some high dollar is in $1 rather than a quarter, super spicy. And then I have some spicy Thai chili. It even came with a Thai chili pepper inside of it. It's heating me up. Well, I called an audible this morning. I'm already 15 minutes past the time I said I was going to leave, but my fire felt really good this morning. I've got some water to filter as well, and who knows, I may make another cup of coffee, but I only got 15 miles today, so guess there's nothing wrong with taking it slow. Good morning. It is 7:45 Central Time. I slept pretty decent overall. Seemed like the forest was teeming with wildlife sounds. Had a pack of coyotes that were howling and big old hoot owl that was letting me know he was in the area. It was nice and relaxing to hear while the fire was going. I decided to slow the pace down this morning when I got up. I rebuilt that fire and had a second cup of coffee. I don't typically do that, but since I only have 15 miles to go and I had plenty of time yesterday, I decided to relax. So yeah, today should be a good day. Let's see what it holds. On day 2, I completed the first creek trail and then found myself back on the Wet Prong Trail before merging onto the Blair Springs Hollow Trail. From there, I took the Raymer Hollow Trail, followed by the Mill Branch Trail, and finally connecting back up with the Maple Springs Trail to my truck at the parking lot. Well, this ain't too pretty. Just finished the first creek portion of the trail. Now I'm getting ready to head back on the Wet Prong Trail. Just stumbled upon a super cool campsite. This is down at the bottom of the start of Blair Springs Hollow Trail. It's on this island where these two convergences of these creeks come together, and you got a nice fire pit. You got water on both sides. It's a super pretty creek. I would camp here if I came back for sure. Alright, made it back to my truck. It's 2:30 Central Time, so I did the last 16 miles in around 7 hours, which is awesome. That's it. 35 miles around Mammoth Cave National Park. And what a trail. Could not have asked for a better overnight trip. Weather was great. Trail was not too difficult, but had enough challenge to keep you humbled. You actually got to see some things, you know, caves, some overlooks, riverside, geological features. Highly, highly recommend any sort of trail at Mammoth Cave, and especially if you know someone or you have not gone on a backpacking trip before. I think this is a perfect location in Kentucky to get started, so check it out. Message me if you want the details on this route. So if you found any value in this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and until next time, get outside, y'all. It'll do you some good.